Hey folks, today I'm going to be doing some maintenance work on Jolene here. She's a 2006 Dodge Ram 1500, two-wheel drive. It's a 4.7, it's not the Hemi. But we're going to be doing the oil change, which I showed in the previous video, and the transmission fluid. I'm going to be changing out the transmission filter and the gasket. This one has a 15-point transmission pan, so I want to make sure you get the right gasket for the right points. 13 or 15, whatever it may be. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you. Alright folks, so right here is the transmission, where you put the transmission fluid. You want to make sure you have the right transmission fluid for this truck, a 2006 Dodge Ram. It'll be ATF plus 4. And then this is where you put the new oil in. This is also where you check your oil, the oil dipstick. And so I'm going to take this off, that way when I take the oil plug off, that way it'll drain faster. Alright. Right here is the transmission pan. It is a 15-point pan. This is where I'll be taking that off. When you take it off, it's going to drain. You're going to drain all the fluid. It's about 5 quarts. Make sure you got the right fluid again. And then over here, right here is the oil drain plug. So right here is where I'll be loosening this plug and draining the old oil, and then put it back in and put the new oil back in. Alright guys, so in my previous video when I showed y'all how to change the oil, you always want to remember that you want to get the oil, obviously, to replace the oil that you drained, and you also want to get an oil filter. Usually when I change the oil, I also buy some fuel injector cleaner, so you can get whatever brand you want. Usually I get a Fram or STP oil filter, doesn't really matter what brand. Today I just decided to get a K&N performance one, so you always want to remember it helps to pre-fill about halfway up the oil filter up at the top. Just pre-fill it with some oil, some fresh new oil whenever you screw it in. Alright folks, so I removed the drain pan, got the old gasket off, and then I cleaned it with some just basic brake cleaner. Cleaned off the pan. The new gasket is on, and I went ahead and put the screws in before I'm going to set the pan back in. It helps to line everything up and make sure that the gasket is sealing correctly and you don't break the gasket or anything. Alright, let's get it.